Hi, I'm Kelly Nealon with A Taste of New York, and today we are at the beautiful Scavellini Kitchen Showroom in Soho with our guest, Chef Gavin Kaysen. Chef Kaysen was the chef de cuisine at Cafe Boulud in New York City, where in 2008, he was the recipient of the James Beard Foundation's coveted Rising Star Award. Chef Gavin will be preparing recipes using one of our favorites, President cheese. He'll be creating a triple creme brie with candied bacon served with toasted bread, and he'll also assemble a party cheese platter perfect for entertaining. Chef, this sounds incredible. What ingredients are we working with here?
So we're making a bacon jam, 4 simple ingredients. So we have bacon, mirin, soy sauce, and honey.
Okay, so it sounds easy.
Very simple. So we're gonna start by rendering out the bacon pretty slowly here.
How much bacon should we be using?
You know, this is just about a cup. And you can adjust that however you wish, depending on how many guests you're serving, of course. But, you know, keep in mind, as you're cooking the bacon down, if you start with a cup of raw bacon and it renders out, it's obviously gonna shrink. So the importance of this recipe is really just taking the time and rendering out the bacon slowly. It depends how crispy you want the bacon to be. You could have it just be like this for another couple minutes, and then we could add everything. But for me, I like it crispy because I love the texture.
And what are we looking for as this is cooking?
At the end of the day, you want golden brown and delicious.
Okay. And what settings? I see you kind of adjusting these. What settings?
Yeah, so this is about a medium-high heat. I started at a low heat because, again, I don't want to render it so hot that it burns it or sears it. Okay. I want to start it out slowly, and now you start to see the steam come out. Sure. So that's all the water evaporating. It'll probably take about a total of 7 minutes to render.
Okay. So you drained a little bit of the fat.
Drained a little bit of the fat.
And pouring in honey.
Add some honey. Okay, so now the emulsification starts. We're going to add a little bit of mirin.
What is mirin?
Mirin's a sweet rice wine vinegar. Okay, and then we're going to add some soy sauce. Just a little bit.
So this is sweet and salty?
Sweet and salty.
Okay.
That's it. Now we're just going to let it cook a little bit.
Okay.
Not too heavy. So do you see how the bubbles form like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, when I see the bubbles forming like that, then you know it's emulsifying.
So Chef, you took the jam off the stove over there. What are we doing now?
The triple cream brie from President is so delicious, you don't have to do a lot to it. So in this case, we're just going to take it out of the package here. It's been tempered. And that's an important thing to remember for cheese, is that you want to let it sit outside and get to room temperature. You don't want it to be very, very cold. All right, so we're going to cut the cheese, a little bit of wedge like this, and then we're going to scoop the bacon jam right on top. The brie itself, the triple cream, is rich, delicious, lots of flavor, and then the bacon jam, like you tasted, it's salty and it's sweet, so the combination of it all together is just magical. We could take a little bit of the drizzle too, so we have some of this soy sauce and mirin with the honey, and you just take some of that, just drizzle it right over like that, right there.
And the jam is hot off the oven, or off the stove.
Yeah, right off the stove. And you can cool it down a little bit if you wish, but for me, it's like warm brie and warm jam. It's a match made in heaven.
Win-win situation.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. We have a quince pate, which is a cooked down quince jam, basically, you can purchase. Toasted pistachios, dried apricots, fig jam, fresh cherries, these are Bing cherries, fennel tops, and then we have 2 types of bread. This is a sourdough and then an all-natural wheat. You know, the President brand itself, they've won over 70 awards in the last 7 years. So I love the blue cheese. We have manchego and comté. Now for me, texturally they're all different, but flavor-wise they're all different too. And that's really important, and that's why we have all of these accoutrements.
And when you're thinking about pairing a cheese with another food item, what goes into that?
You know, a lot actually. Again, I think it's also texturally, but it's what's going to counterbalance with the cheese. Like what's going to make the cheese taste better or really get all of that flavor that it's meant to have. Cherries and apricots and quince and figs and nuts. I mean, those are all part of that game. And then you can cut. If you wanted to sort of pre-cut a little bit of it, you certainly may. So this is sort of a map. So you're like, okay, well, what's going to go with the quince? So let's put that over here with the brie. The dried apricots. I love the dried apricots here with the comté.
And when serving and cutting, do you want them to be the same size?
Certainly not. I mean, you can break it up. You know, like the comté, for example, you can also use that cheese cutter, so you're spreading down the cut as an example.
So it's a mix and match.
It's a mix and match.
How you feel?
I think that's the beautiful part with cheese, is that there's really no There's really no rules in that respect. And as I said, this manchego with the cherries, so we're gonna add some of that there. Look good, right? Yeah. Some of pistachio with the blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of the fig as well with this, just because I know it's perfect. I'm gonna add some of the fennel tops. So a couple of the pieces of bread here, a couple of the pieces of the bread here. And you walk away looking like an expert.
Yeah. President Cheese is one of the world's premier cheesemakers and the #1 brand of brie in France. You can count on President to be your personal cheese coach, guiding you through an extraordinary blend of expertise, flavor, and culture that come together in specialty cheese.
Wow.
It's good, right?
Oh my God, this is amazing.